To all distinguished guests, key officials, and members of the Philippine Association of Agriculturists Incorporated, R4d partners from the government, academe, local government units, people's organization, private sector, the program's organizers, and all participants today, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to join you virtually for the first National Conference on Agricultural Sciences and Technology, or NCAS, with the theme Embracing Social Enterprise and Digital Marketing Platform Towards Agricultural Competitiveness Beyond Normal. Today, I will share with you the contribution of research for development in agriculture and fisheries to attain and sustain competitiveness through enterprise development. To start, let me give a brief overview of the presentation, which is highlighted by the DA bar supported R4d products and services, developed by our partner implementing agencies and institutions towards agricultural competitiveness beyond the new normal. Further, included in this presentation are the plans and programs that BAR intends to pursue with our stakeholders, geared towards sustainable agriculture development and food security in the country. To pursue our mandate and goal, BAR as the lead R4d coordinating agency continuously elevates its efforts towards a technology-empowered agriculture and fisheries sector, contributory to inclusive growth, with the key approach of linking research to policy for development and extension. Accordingly, the four strategic directions and strategies that the Bureau is currently pursuing are the following: technology development, support to technology commercialization, and business incubation, institutional support, and scaling of agricultural and fishery technologies. These strategies are reflected in the Bureau's inclusive and transformative R4DE framework, which will be shown on the next slides. In line with the goal to transform research outputs and outcomes to policies for development and extension, the Bureau's inclusive and transformative R4DE framework serves as the overall foundation in crafting and implementing strategies and programs to scale technologies through our various programs, activities, and projects. Anchored to the 1DA pillars of modernization, consolidation, industrialization, and professionalization, the framework highlights our R4D strategies and clustered programs, which we will further discuss later. To ensure the efficient delivery, access, and utilization of these strategies, DA BAR conducts strategic planning, strategic communication to translate R4D outputs into digestible forms for the public and results-based monitoring and evaluation across all these clustered programs. These R4D strategies and programs aims to produce outputs and outcomes that can increase innovative and adaptive technologies, empower agri-fishery enterprises, and strengthen the R4DE system for a technology-empowered agriculture and fishery sector, contributory to inclusive growth, and ultimately to the DA's vision of masaganang ani at mataas na kita. The first strategy in the framework is better. These are programs that enable the development of package of technologies which contribute to the efficient and effective delivery of agri-fisheries products and services to clientele. Said programs revolve in the areas of rice, corn, and cassava, high-value crops, organic agriculture, biotechnology, climate change, among others. We also have the second strategy, grow, where our enhanced community-based participatory action research, or CPAR, and Yamang Lupa, Sustainable Community-Based Action R4d for Livelihood, Uplifting and Prosperity, or YL Scale-Up Program, falls under this strategy, which allows farmers and fisher folks to access, utilize, scale up or out, and strengthen the viability of developed packages of technologies and increase total productivity and income towards enterprise development. Following this is the third strategy, Angat, wherein programs on technology commercialization and technology business incubation are crafted. This strategy focuses on providing R4d interventions that support the commercialization of agriculture and fisheries technologies. Angat also ensures that the developed technologies leads to a developed, empowered, and sustainable agri-fishery enterprises. Lastly, we have the fourth strategy, Big Kiss. Big Kiss focuses on providing support and investments to strengthen the capacities of stakeholders in ANF R4d. Its programs are human resource development, R4d facilities upgrading, and the regional research for development and extension network support. With reference to the R4d strategies and programs, BAR through the years has supported a number of technologies. Shown in the current and succeeding slides are selected R4d technologies, which can be further classified into products, services, and facilities. The first technology is the Rice Crop Manager Advisory Services, or RAS, an application which aids in managing the crop nutrients by producing reminders through printouts or SMS reminders. This was implemented by the Philippine Rice Research Institute, Agricultural Training Institute, DA Regional Field Offices, and the International Rice Research Institute. Gearing towards Agriculture 4.0 or Digital Agriculture, RAS intends to increase the efficiency and effectivity in disseminating nutrient and crop management recommendations through its web-based platform. The second highlighted technology is the SSN, or the Site-Specific Nutrient Management for Corn. This is a software developed to produce recommendations on the proper application of nutrients, factoring in source, rate, time, and place. This was implemented by the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, DA Regional Field Offices, and the International Plant Nutrition Institute. With similar features to the RAS and SSNM for maize or corn, aims to provide support to local experts with regard to the development of fertilizer guidelines for corn based on the principles of SSNM. Further, the nutrient expert recommendations promote the 4 R's, nutrient stewardship, that is applying the right source of nutrient at the right rate, right time, and in the right place. NE is a computer-based tool for developing science-based fertilizer recommendations used for computers and Android platforms. The third highlighted technology is on the spawning and larval protocols for ayungin. This technology defines specific protocols for captive breeding, larval rearing, and grow-out to ensure the successful and sustainable ayungin aquaculture. This was implemented by the University of Los Baños Limnological Station and the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources of the National Inland Fisheries Technology Center, or BIFAR NIFTC. The fourth and last highlighted technology is regarding the production technology on soybean. The package of technology for soybean is the use of a location-specific varieties adapted to organic production management and product. The succeeding slides highlight develop R4d technologies in the form of products: queen, pineapple fruit, fiber production and processing, improved practices for pineapple production, post-production and handling. With expanded engagement and research in some areas in Camarines Norte, the technology has always served various cooperatives and supermarkets. Premium kapeng barako, coffee, liquor production and processing was developed from the processing of C. Liberica coffee beans from Batangas. This product has an ROI of 68% with engaged and rich stores in various supermarkets and distributors. The product has also served various coffee growers and processors. The Pinoy Gourmix product is a mixture of nutritious and locally produced milled rice, white corn grits, and adlai grits, enriched by various identified vegetables. The tilapia ice cream is made from the steamed and roasted tilapia, Carabao's milk, nuts, and cheese, while the tilapia cookies are made from roasted and steamed tilapia flakes with oatmeal and butter. In this slide, I will now discuss the R4d initiative and plans made by BAR together with its partner implementing agencies. First comes Go Negosyo, who provided technical support in implementing training programs for the incubator and incubatees under the Bureau's Technology Business Incubation Program. Go Negosyo was tapped to evaluate business plans prepared by the interns of the Mentoring and Attracting Youth in Agriculture, or MAYA, a program by DA BAR in collaboration with various DA operating units and agencies. With regards to the technologies developed for R4D, Go Negosyo was also engaged through a series of meetings to discuss product positioning of R4D products and services developed. These were raised to allow R4D products and services to reach and penetrate the mainstream market through Go Negosyo's partnership with Ayala Land Incorporated. The following technologies were presented: OPV white corn and pigmented corn processing of DARFO2, premium kapeng barako coffee, liquor production and processing of DARFO4A, queen pineapple fruit, fiber production and processing of the Labo Multipurpose Cooperative, Pinoy Gourmix of DARFO2, Butuan processing of DARFO5 and DARFO6, Nipa palm processing of Freedom Incorporated, green corn-based silage, and urea molasses mineral block production of ISU, native pig and chicken meat processing of DARFO4A and DARFO5, tilapia ice cream and cookies processing of CLSU, stingless beekeeping, harvesting and processing of bee byproducts of UPLB. DA through BAR supported the partnership of Mariano Marcos State University with the Tech Corporation recently, a production, research, and development pharmaceutical company for all natural herbal supplements. Further, DA through the Agriculture Competitiveness Enhancement Fund, or ACEF, will support the production and processing of moringa leaves powder, including the upgrading of the facility. There were also discussions, meetings held with the DA Agribusiness and Marketing Assistance Service to endorse BAR-supported products with FDA license to operate through the Kadiwa ni Ani at Kita. In total, 10 technologies or products were endorsed to be included in the Kadiwa ni Ani at Kita stalls, and they are as follows: Premium Kapeng Barako Coffee Liquor, Queen Pineapple Fruit Fiber Products, Pinoy Gourmix, Butuan Products, Nipa Palm Sugar, Tilapia Ice Cream and Cookies, Canned and Vacuum Pack Chevron Products, Tablea and Dark Chocolate, Cacao Products, Mung Bean Based Products. To support and assist the Bureau's partner implementing agencies on their developed products and services, DA BAR initiated a meeting with the Food and Drugs Administration to consult and seek further information on the guidelines for compliance with the product's regulatory system. This is to strengthen and enable the commercialization of developed products through R4d in compliance with the Food, Drugs, and Cosmetics registration protocols of the FDA. In 2021, DOST Picard and DA BAR collaborated for the first DOST-DA Technology Transfer Forum with the goal of providing opportunities and a platform for developers or generators to pitch their matured technologies to potential investors or users. The forum is in line with both agencies' efforts to intensify the transfer and commercialization of generated technologies from various R4d initiatives supported by both agencies. The event also served as a venue for the private sectors and general public to learn more about DOST and DA-generated R4d breakthroughs geared towards agricultural productivity, business competitiveness, and income improvement of farmers and fisherfolk. And 12 food-related technologies were pitched in the event. These include farm machinery such as multipurpose seeder, ride-on precision seeder for wet direct seeding, rice transplanter attachment, local riding type rice transplanter, rice combine harvester, adlai milling machine, greenhouse solar dryer for food grade cassava, and compact corn meal. While food-related technologies include Chevron Valley canned products, Chevron products in retort pouch, goat products, tilapia ice cream, industrial mushroom production technology, Glacilaria seaweed products, byproducts from cacao waste, vacuum fried jackfruit, various mung bean food products, Butuan various products, Nipa palm sugar processing, and Queen pineapple products. As part of the Bureau's plans, various new programs are proposed to further strengthen the generation of technologies geared towards the advancement and sustainability of the food sector. The YL Scale-Up program shall converge the technological support services to farmers by serving farming communities in all regions across the country, integrating the Yamang Lupa program principles and soil rejuvenation practices, yield-enhancing and cost-reducing technologies, among others, that would contribute to uplift quality of life of our farmers. We also have the expanded Technology Business Incubation Program to further widen the availability and accessibility of services being provided by the new and existing TBI facilities. Further, this will support R4d institutions in commercializing their matured technologies. It is envisioned that strengthening these research-based institutions to become business incubators would lead to a more effective transfer of technologies they have generated and a robust support for startups. As such, this would lead to the sustained increase of agri and fishery entrepreneurs in the country. In summary, to sustain the agriculture competitiveness through agribusiness enterprise development, there is a need for the following. Number one, support the development of innovative and adaptive technologies towards the efficient and effective delivery of agri and fishery products and services to the stakeholders. Number two, provide an enabling environment to access, utilize, transfer, and scale develop technologies to increase total productivity and income towards enterprise development. Third, let's support the conduct of commercialization activities to ensure the development of sustainable agriculture and fisheries enterprises. And lastly, we must provide R4d support in strengthening the capacities of the R4d stakeholders. Thank you, and we look forward to more fruitful partnership ahead.